Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
This is an interesting stat. The average person has 2 spots at home that they consider my spot. They have their spots. You live alone. I'm sure all the spots are your spots.
But
right?
I still feel like I have spots that once in a while I'll sit in a different chair just to get a different perspective. Because I still have spots where I always go to.
Yeah, like your end of the couch or your chair or whatever it is, right?
Yeah,
That's
like
your
I
spot.
have a couch and 2 side chairs. I never sit in the side chairs. I got one specific cushion I sit on the couch. I never move to the other ones.
I've got this new, it's a recliner now, and I have not sat in anything else in 2 months.
Nice.
I walked in the other day. My son was sitting in it. And I looked straight and I looked into his soul, and he jumped up. And he's like, sorry, Dad. He knows.
He knows.
That's my spot. That's my spot. My grandparents, I never saw them sit anywhere else besides their 2 spots.
Isn't that funny?
Never, ever anywhere else.
So before you got this recliner, where was your spot? And is it retired now?
It was on the love seat. It was the left cushion on the love seat. And that would be my spot.
And
Kate
now
would
that's
have
open?
the couch. Yeah. And then sometimes the dog will sit there. Sometimes.
I was going to ask if your dog has a spot. Because my
Yeah,
cat has
the
a spot.
dog. Everywhere's the dog spot.
But my cat, I swear, is like a human. Like, she's got certain spots, and every couple of months, she changes a spot kind
Really?
of thing. Like, she's hooked on a spot, then she finds a new spot, and that's her spot. Like clockwork. She's got 2 spots right now.
My grandparents each had a recliner was their spot. No, but they never sat in each other's recliner. They never saw them sit anywhere else but there. I would go to their house. They just live down. They used to live down the street here. I go down to their house and run in. They'd be always sitting in those spots. So much so that when my grandma finally went to a home, we went to remove her chair, and it had like a hairspray mark on it because she'd always get her hair done and sit in this chair, and it would be on the thing. Our spot, place in the couch. Seat where we keep our chargers, our headphones, like anything was like, it's all like around that spot, right? On average, people have had their spot for 4 years, and they never switch. It's reserved. It's their sacred spot. It's funny, eh?
Yeah, I wonder like what that is. Well, I guess it makes sense. Or just like how most people sleep on the same side of the bed every night.
Does any couple like
We
just
talked
go to
about
bed?
that before, how some
change it
couples
up?
do switch.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't
Like
think
a
that's...
year or so ago, we talked about that, and some people did text in and say, we switch.
Wouldn't that be odd? Like if whoever you're sleeping with, you just came to bed and you're like, oh, I guess I'm sleeping on this side tonight. I guess I'll get all my things off this nightstand and move them to the other one.
No, I'd be thrown out of whack.
Yeah, I couldn't handle that. Gotta have your spots. You gotta have your home base.
It's nice.
Like all the chargers, like when I'm sitting watching TV, all the chargers are right here in this one spot. That's where the channel changer goes. That's where my side table is.
The cushion starts kind of like molding into your butt
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah, I don't want to sit in someone else's butt mark.
No, you could tell when you sit in a different spot. It feels like violating.
My spot. We each have to have our own spot. Another trend, another wellness trend we need to bring to you. It's going viral. Let me know if you've seen this. It's called dark showering. Have you seen this one?
No, I don't think I've even heard of
Well,
it.
let me bring you to the light.
All right.
Pun intended. It's a normal shower, but it's with the lights off. Okay, so it's pretty simple to accomplish, but they say it's this new wellness trend. Now, why is probably the first thing that's coming to your mind. There are doctor types that claim it's a sensory change that can improve your sleep. Yeah, you're a shower at night type, right?
Yeah, I never shower in the morning.
If
ever.
you shower at night before bed, bright lighting tells your brain to wake up by raising cortisol and lowering your melatonin. It's kind of like, getting off your screens and blah, 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 blah. They say cutting off the lights can have the opposite effect. Low light or no light signals that, hey, it's time to, slow her down and go to bed. So they say dim your room's light an hour or 2 before you go to bed, use the blue light, glasses, those kind of things. It's a similar idea by having a dark shower.
Forget all that. I'm on board because to me it sounds like it would be like kind of like a rainforest vibe. Like in Rainforest Cafe when they dim the lights and they get the rain shower going. That's what I was thinking.
I'm afraid to get tangled up in the shower curtain.
I'd be afraid of like that old fear of someone waiting for you in the shower and attacking you.
I need to see who's approaching me if I'm in the shower. Others say it's dangerous. Yeah, definitely. They say hopping into a dark shower, they say you should actually start by going in with low light.
Okay.
Maybe a candle. And
Dim
kind of
light.
start there. Don't go full 0 dark 30 shower.
I guess, because I'm trying to picture how dark it would. Part of me is like, I could deal with a dark shower, but I'm like, nah, that'd be really dark. Maybe a candle would be nice. Okay, that would be pristine.
What about, you're shampooing your hair. Like, how are you going to know the shampoo's out?
I know.
You know?
I feel like,
You can feel it?
Yeah, I've been shampooing my hair for 35 years. I know.
Just trying to think, how would I know if I was clean? But I guess you can't tell.
I think I'd be good with it.
You think?
Yeah, I think I'd be fine.
You ever gotten out of the shower and then you look in the mirror, you're like, I haven't got the soap out yet.
No.
No? Okay. Just me. Never mind.
But I'm you probably, are you a quick shower?
I can be. Sometimes I get in there. And
I'm like 25 minutes.
Really?
So I'm making sure. I'm doing double washes. I wash my hair twice. I do 2 or 3 layers of like body wash.
Well, your dad couldn't wait to get you out of the house. Don't waste all the water, Alana. Yeah, I can be in and out. Like last night I had a shower after dinner to settle in for the night, and it was like boom, boom, in and out.
Oh, I'm rarely in and out.
Really?
So I think I'd fare just well in the rainforest shower.
I'm thinking dark shower would be all fine and good until like the 2 parts, getting into the shower and getting out of the shower.
You'd have to have your lights on for that, yeah. That's no laughing matter. That's no funny business. You can slip.
Getting, like, the shower part is probably the easiest part of the darkness. It's the getting out, getting in, tripping over the ledge. Yeah. Where's the soap? Is this my shampoo or is this her shampoo? Heaven forbid I use her shampoo.
I forgot about
$49 a bottle.
That would be something to worry about.
I got to use my, car wash, head, toe, everything in between soap.
Yeah. Guys like the 3-in-1 body wash, shampoo, conditioner, everything. It'll clean your toilet too.
Well, did you use my shampoo? Well, it was dark.
That's that me espresso. I'm getting myself in the mood after watching all these videos of Sabrina Carpenter taking over Toronto. And yes, I have FOMO. I was driving here thinking, so she played in Toronto last night. She's got another show tonight. I was driving here literally like, how can I make it tonight?
Because I saw something on Instagram last night about Sabrina Carpenter. I had missed the fact that she was there. I was like, oh, that's weird that Alana hadn't mentioned that at all, because that was right up your alley.
I looked at tickets and they were very expensive. And
where was she at?
Scotiabank.
Okay.
So she played in 2 nights. Yeah, tickets were like $500 at minimum for nosebleeds. So I'm like, okay, it can't happen, but what can you do? Anyways, so people are going nuts over Sabrina in Toronto. Like I said, she did show 1 last night. She's doing 2 shows, and her shows are very theatrical with certain parts that people look forward to. Like, this is a new thing with singers. They got surprise songs and every outfit's different, you know what I mean? So she always kind of customizes it to what city she's in. So there's a lot of talk about that. She's got, when she very first comes out, she's in a bathrobe, and then she takes it off and she reveals a bodysuit. So she's done some really cute bodysuits, like New York City. She did a bodysuit with like the skyline on it, taxi cab checkered, so people are waiting. She did reveal a blue bodysuit. Not necessarily Toronto, but some people are like, is that a Blue Jays kind of nod? I don't know.
Or a Maple Leafs? Or was it just, I'm going to go right in between the two?
Maybe she has no idea of what city she's even in and just said, I like the blue one. Who knows? So the other thing she does is during one of her songs, she arrests someone in the audience for being hot. This, yeah. So she's arrested some big names, like Nicole Kidman in Nashville the other day. Yep. Drew Barrymore dressed as a Scream costume because she played a Halloween show. So people online start these rumors and you hype people up. A lot of people thought maybe she would do a Maple Leaf, or maybe a Maple Leaf, but a Blue Jay. Yeah. That was like the big rumors. She ended up just arresting like a fan in the audience.
Well, that's game. That's a bad game, I should say.
See, I don't mind it because that's how it started, and I don't know.
It's almost like there's nobody in Toronto.
I do agree. Like, it's a short on the stick. A lot of people said Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Desmond, or buddy?
Mendes, which they used to date, and they had a messy breakup, so that wasn't going to happen. That wouldn't work, yeah. There was a lot of people, but no. I get what you're saying. I see both sides. Maybe she'll arrest someone tonight. But she did so she's famous for her boots. She did custom maple leaf boots. You see them there?
That's all right.
Isn't that cute? So she did little maple leaf.
Let's see that again.
Little maple leaf boots. Don't give me any inspiration.
No.
She has like these crazy platform boots. They got to be like 6-inch platforms with little maple leaves bedazzled on them. So that was kind of her nod. and we'll see what she does tonight.
Okay, so if anyone is going tonight to Toronto,
Yeah.
because I'm sure there's somebody that spent the money and is going to see Sabrina Carpenter, we want to know who she arrests. But like we want video. Like bring it back to us. You're a reporter you're boots on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know. It's not. Is it you?
No. I wish I was the boots on the ground. Like a little kid.
I wish I was bedazzled boots on the ground.
I wish I had the Maple Leaf boots on the ground.
All right. So show number 2. She's only doing 2.
Yeah, but then this tour has been going on forever. But it's almost done. Like I think there's like 6 shows left, so she's getting to the end of it here.
That's why she's done arresting people. She's
had enough.
Was this nonsense cooked up in the sweaty swamps of Florida? Or did it somehow happen somewhere even weirder? Welcome to Florida or Bust.
All right, where do these headlines come from, Alana? Here's the first one. A 66-year-old man was naked and not afraid. Not a whole lot to go off on this one, except for an old dude naked,
that could be
not
anywhere.
afraid.
That could be down the street from us right now. Bust.
Bust is right. Ding, ding for you on that one. A 66-year-old man in Minnesota was spotted outside his home chainsawing while butt naked.
Oh, risky. He was not afraid.
Neighbors reported that he did yard work while nude, with one eyewitness saying the suspect was chainsawing naked.
Wow.
Yeah, one eyewitness, I betcha. Yeah. I bet you there's a couple people looking. Honey, come look at this guy. Ronnie's up to his old tricks again. With the chainsaw?
That's what we've talked before in the past of worst things to do naked. This man takes the cake.
That's ballsy.
Yeah,
Truly is,
it
yeah.
is.
2 men were caught trying to steal large green highway signs. 2 men were caught trying to steal large green highway signs. Florida or bust on this one?
Bust.
Bust is right. This happened in Windsor,
Huh.
Connecticut.
Oh.
Okay. 2 men were arrested for trying
Good
to
one.
steal Department of Transportation signs on the highway in Windsor, Connecticut last week. There's an image online of a broken down and crudely strapped sign on the back of a beat up pickup truck. So it's not like it looks like the highway, workers or anything. Mm-hmm. It's just a beat up pickup truck. They got a couple ratchet straps and it's hanging out all over the place, like not safe whatsoever. But they drove away with it. Happened in broad daylight, 8 a.m. People just thought, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I guess you would just think whatever.
Let them go about their business. So they're looking for these guys. I don't even know, was it like Butt Road or something funny they're going to put in their dorm room?
I was going to say, it's got to be a dorm room situation.
I think so. But they haven't found him yet. All right, here's another headline. Where did this happen? Man couldn't stop hallucinating women with large breasts after an eye operation. Man couldn't stop hallucinating about women with large breasts after an eye operation.
I can't wait to hear more about this one. Okay, I'm going to say bust.
You are right, yes. Ding, ding. A retired teacher in the UK had laser eye surgery, and he claims it left him hallucinating women with Baywatch-style breasts for days. He was forced to have laser surgery to move scar tissue from yada, yada, yada. He had to have surgery done. After the surgery, he was frying sausages for breakfast, and he saw a pair of breasts in the corner of his eye. He kept seeing the same image for 10 days and said it was like having Pamela Anderson pinned to my face. I think there's worse things to have, right?
Okay, so I thought he was looking at women who actually exist and hallucinating that they had big boobs, but he's just straight up creating women out of thin air.
That would have been the best eye operation ever. Sign me up for that. No, he was diagnosed with a condition. It's called Charles Bonnet syndrome, which causes hallucinations often after significant vision loss. So it's not a crazy thing. I guess what he was seeing and hallucinating was a crazy thing.
Maybe Charles Bonnet liked him curvy.
He had the image disappear after 10 days. So
disappointing for him.
The best 2 weeks of his life. All right, here's the last headline. A man started shooting after a heated chicken and egg argument. You've been perfect so far, okay? So a man started shooting after a heated chicken and egg argument. You want to go perfect today?
Anytime I hear guns, I got to give it to Florida.
You would be right,
Perfect round.
44-year-old man in Florida opened fire on 3 people outside a bar after closing time last week. It sounds like all of them had been drinking. Mm-hmm. The shooter raises chickens, and the group was apparently arguing about how many eggs a chicken can lay. He freaked out because they weren't agreeing with him, and he's the chicken guy. He's the chicken guru. So he pulled his gun and started firing. 3 victims ran off. Thankfully, no one was shot. One of the victims ran onto the road to get away, and that's where the cops found him and got him.
Wow. There's always that one guy who's got to be right.
Yeah. Well, if I'm the chicken guy and you're arguing with me, and after a couple drinks, I'm with that guy.
Or just Google it like everyone else
Don't
does.
doubt me. I know what I'm talking about.
Wild headlines from every unhinged corner of the world. Florida or bust.
Rob the Movie Guru is in studio this morning, and it's time for another old news movie review. It's been a minute since we've done this. It's been a month? 3 weeks?
I'd say about 3 weeks.
Who's counting, eh?
Who's counting?
Feels like forever.
Alana does the old news movie review, as suggested by Rob. So, Rob, by the end of this, we'll have to come up with a movie for her to watch next.
We can do it.
Okay, so Alana's old news movie review, movies she should have watched a long, long time ago. 3 weeks ago, we sent you home with homework to go watch what?
To go watch 2001 romantic comedy Bridget Jones's Diary.
Right, we did this to kind of cleanse the palate, didn't we, Rob?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay, I'm not.
Here we
I
go.
always like to get the instant feeling, like her
Oh.
first, like when she announces the title, because I feel like that gives away. I don't think she
know.
loved this one.
That laugh made me think it's a disaster film.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
Break it
going to
down
up
for
my
us.
poker face then. It's also my favorite genre, which is Lost in Life lead characters. Love that genre. Anyways, Bridget Jones is a 30-something-year-old woman. She's trying to improve her life, find love, and stop embarrassing herself. Sound familiar? Sounds like a synopsis of CK Mornings since I started here. Anyway, so she starts a diary. She also tracks her goals, which are to lose weight, stop drinking and smoking, and find a good boyfriend. And she's in a love triangle of two babes.
Oh, very similar up until that point there. Okay.
I fell off there up until then. She had me. But she's got a messy, relatable life. The movie follows her navigating her life, her awkward moments, bad dates, and all her self-doubt. But then at the end, spoiler alert, she realizes you don't have to be perfect to get love or happiness. Being yourself is better than pretending to be perfect. Isn't that cute?
Hey, look at Rob and
Rob?
I. See, yeah, we found love, eh?
Yeah.
Well, not with each other. But yeah. That was getting awkward there. Is this Renee Zellweger? Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Renee. Okay, how was my synopsis, Rob?
Really good. I
Really good.
rewatch it. I forgot how much I like this movie.
Okay. Okay. So a little bit of the background. This grossed $282 million on a budget of $25 million. Renee got a Best Actress nomination for it, and there's a whole bunch of sequels. As soon as this one, I had to sign up for a Hollywood Suite free trial to watch this one. And then as soon as this one ended, and one of the sequels started, there's a bajillion sequels to this thing. I didn't realize it was such a pop culture behemoth. It came out when I was 11, so I'm probably like, well, what do I want to watch a movie about a messy old lady's life for? And life comes at you fast.
Little did you know, eh?
Little did I know. All right, so we'll get into my rating and review. I'm gonna give it 4 glasses and a cigarette because I feel like that's what Bridget Jones would have wanted.
Valid.
Wow.
Very valid.
I know you don't like these ho-hum reviews, but once again, I'd say I'm whelmed. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed.
You're whelmed, eh?
I'm just whelmed. It was an easy, cute, charming little watch. I do say I gotta respect that they represented people in their 30s trying to figure out, because I feel like a lot of times it's like younger characters kind of coming of age, or people in their 40s and 50s starting over. So I do think it was kind of cutting edge to see that. Chef's Kiss, perfect length, hour 37 minutes.
That's
a rare
wheelhouse, yeah.
W on old news movie reviews where the movie was over. I was actually like, oh wow, it's over already. Usually I'm like, when does this thing end? I feel like this movie's been 5 hours and it's just getting started here. Perfect length, so some points for that. This is what I classify a solid background movie. I have it on my phone. I was doing other stuff. Something about it didn't totally like hit. I don't know.
You were whelmed.
I was whelmed.
Okay, let me get this straight. So you gave it a 4 glasses of rosé out of 10, which basically works out to a 6 out of 10. But the smoke.
That's
When
just
did
for
you get
Bridget Jones.
Oh, just,
Yeah.
okay, a little salute. Okay.
Yeah.
A little salute to Bridget Jones.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah, she's trying to cut her habit, so I feel like she would have. I'm
Okay.
just kidding, though. Don't smoke if you're listening to this. Anyways, I don't know. It might just be a case of like, I don't know, bumbling woman in her 30s. I got a mirror. I don't need to sit on the couch for 2 hours watching this. And I saw a thing once that's always stuck with me. Not to get too intrinsic, but I saw this thing about people or things in life that bother you. It's because subconsciously you see a reflection of parts of yourself you don't like in those people or those things. So that might be a case here. I don't know. Yeah, we really went deep in the mind for that, but I think it
sent
might
her down
be
a rabbit hole in this one, Rob.
Oof.
So, okay. So
It was fine. It was cute. It was good. I respect it. I wasn't like, wow, this is so cute. It's a background movie.
Background. Okay.
A good background movie.
You feeling, how you feeling?
You said you love it,
Overwhelmed?
Rob.
Oh, I love
You were
Hugh
overwhelmed?
Grant and Colin Firth. Like those two guys.
Those
in
are
this
the
movie.
babes.
Yeah. Anything with
Those
Hugh,
were the babes.
anything with Hugh Grant from the late '90s,
He's
early
charming.
2000s are
He was a
What a
leading man.
charming
eh?
guy.
yeah. You know. You
Yeah,
got
he was
Love
charming.
Actually,
Everyone
all
was
those
cute.
things.
I'm
Four
not gonna
Weddings
lie.
and a Funeral.
I don't think I've seen it.
It doesn't seem up your alley.
No?
I
No.
wouldn't expect you to. I'd be more shocked.
Well, maybe you
if
guys
saw
don't
it.
know me at all. Maybe I do love it. No, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
You would be surprised at the movies I watch.
Yeah.
Overall, Bridget Jones's Diary, 2001. 2001, an old news movie review. You're going to give it
4 glasses. Last few days, my algorithm is all wrapped up in the Starbucks Bearista cup saga that's going on over there. So you've seen the cups. It's a limited edition cup for the holidays, 20-ounce glass cup. It's shaped like a bear. It's got a beanie on it and has a Starbucks logo. It won't even fit in your cup holder because it's shaped like
it's
a bear.
odd shape. Yeah, we saw this last week when we talked about the new, the Starbucks cups, like the design cups. And then they released a special edition bear, which looks like, we talked about it, the Kraft peanut butter? Is that what it is?
Yeah, and I think Kraft even hopped on and said something. And there's a lot of like bear-shaped places that have stuff out there that have been like, we got this if you want it or whatever. I don't know as a society when we got so crazy over cups, but it sold out almost instantly. But my whole social media has been people going to Starbucks at 4 a.m. across North America as soon as the stores open to get the cups. They're screaming and crying if they didn't get one. Some people stocked up and they got a bunch, which a lot of people think isn't fair. Now they're selling on eBay for hundreds of dollars, so it's become a frenzy. Starbucks had to put out an apology for these cups.
Really?
Because some people went online and said stores only got like a couple. Each store only got a couple. There's conspiracies that the employees bought them before the doors even opened.
Oh.
So there's all this stuff going on.
Drama.
And Starbucks said it exceeded expectations, apologized for the shortages.
Exceeded expectations. You knew that they get excited over the throwaway cups.
Well, sometimes I think, I'm like, is it a matter of... Because I don't feel like people don't wake up in the morning. They're like, oh, goody, a new Starbucks cup, whatever. But is it you see people online getting it and it's going fast and you're like, well, now I want this cup. Is it that kind of thing? Because I'm like, who cares about this cup unless you're kind of being told you should care about this cup?
I think we as a society are suddenly really into drinking vessels.
Well, yeah, because Stanley mugs.
Yeah.
That was people lining up getting fist fights for Stanley mugs.
Yetis,
and now it's
Stanleys. Water. What's the water bottle right now? The popular one.
I don't even know. You know me. I got clearance at the impulse section at Winners. Hydra. What's this thing called?
Hydro.
Oh, the logo has peeled off. Look at the pen stain I have on it.
That one is pretty ghetto.
This is fine. Hydroflow.
Hydroflow. Oh, the classic Hydroflow.
We know it well.
Yeah.
But
Still
I don't
plenty
know.
of those available.
Yeah, you don't have to get in a fist fight for a Hydroflow.
We all of a sudden are just way too into what our vessels are.
Where did it come from? Because I gotta be honest, there's part of me that I'm like, am I a square? Am I a square because I don't have a Stanley? I don't know. Do I?
That's
I got
what
a new
people are
mug
saying
the
in
other
the
day,
office
and
anyway.
it's just.
How many mugs have you got over
Well,
there?
no. This is a coffee mug,
Yeah.
and this is a water drinking vessel. So I am obsessed with water vessels, but it doesn't have to be a brand name because I just got this one. Once again, the clearance section at Winners, $11. I'm like, this is fine for a coffee mug. It's chipped.
Yeah.
They have a sticker on it that says comes as is, but they have Stanley's there, and it's like $60.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Great story. Get that away from all the equipment, please. It's really making me nervous. And the engineers in the building this morning.
Oh, my broken mug?
Your broken mug, your coffee, your one little hand swing right there from ending this whole radio show.
Oh, I'm good. Maybe I should be more concerned with getting mugs.
This bear mug is a thing. I'm looking at it right now on eBay.
Well, you know what's interesting? People pointed out on Amazon you could get the exact same one, just not branded, and it was like identical.
Oh, yeah?
So some people are like, Starbucks just bought them en masse, but now Amazon, original screenshots show you could get the bear mug on Amazon for like $12, but now Amazon has upped the price because people are buying the bear mug
Oh,
dupe.
really?
I wonder if I think it was available in Canada from what I could see. I don't know.
Better luck of getting a bear actually to show up pour you a coffee.
John says, my wife is a Yeti fanatic. We have a full cupboard of them without asking. She's bought 4 for me.
Yeah. We love our drinking vessels.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we do have them around all the time. So
Suddenly we want to hydrate. When did that happen? We are absolutely honored this morning to have the president of the Branch 642 Legion, Zone 83 Sergeant-at-Arms and 30-year veteran, Len Maynard, in our studio again for our Remembrance Day conversation. Len, thank you very much for coming in again. We're going to talk a little bit after 8:30 about the ceremony that's happening today. But Len, let's talk this morning again. It is Remembrance Day, and we get you in here every year. And the reason why we remember, are you feeling that people are losing touch with what Remembrance Day is? What's your thoughts?
It's a mix. I was I was distributing poppies, and I was standing at Superstore, and I'll give you for instance. Guy came up, dropped $100 on me. I said, are you sure? He said, thank you for your service.
Wow.
He was, I'd say, in his 50s. So you see that, and then you see the young ones that don't understand. But again, that's up to the governments, the organizations, and the veterans to endure to educate. This means
we do have a good contingent of young people that do come out to the ceremony. Like today, they'll come out, right?
Yes. Last year was the biggest one we had in the 10 years I've been home. I mean, I could not believe that crowd. It was incredible. I was so taken back. All ages, and some of the vets, we had them up in 90s and that, and they're rolling out to be there. So it's quite an emotional time this time of year. We see a lot of the public yays and nays on it, and I see a lot of young'uns come up. They don't understand. They don't know. It's not taught. It's not taught in the schools anymore. The sacrifice that the men and women did for this country, right back to the wars before that, into the modern day tasks. You're aid to humanitarian. Next thing you know, you're off to Afghanistan. You're out fighting forest fires, floods. The Canadian Forces has done so much, and people do not realize how much. They see a uniform. They say, it's just a guy in a uniform sort of thing. They don't realize the training, the sacrifice these guys go through, and gals. I mean, it's immense.
And there's a lot of talk, obviously, on this topic around Remembrance Day, but do you think kind of carrying on this conversation throughout the year would help with that education, especially for the younger generations?
Fully. I try to educate as much as I can. I try to get the word out as much as I can, and my branch and my people do the same thing. Anybody that comes in, we try to give them a warm welcome in the branch. There's lots of memorabilia around. I always walk them around. And if they say my grandfather, I always say, who was he with? Get more information, get them to know. And I've had people come in with their family medals after a vet has passed away and pictures. And I've described exactly what these medals are and what these pictures are and who we belong to. And it's just from looking at a cap badge and so forth. And you can see how much it means to that family to know that family member was a part of the bigger veteran picture.
Yeah. You were telling us, Len, is that you came in here and you said, I'll try not to get emotional here. But I know it's tough for you to talk about this kind of thing, and all of our veterans, it's a tough thing to talk about. How often are you getting those feelings? Is it like a daily thing? Or is it this time of year?
Let's just say it's always with you. You can't do those jobs and not walk away with a scar or two. And there's men and women that are suffering bad. They don't want the help because they're so used to being independent because that's how you're trained to be.
Yeah.
Homeless veterans out there that we're trying to help. The Legion itself has a lot of good, solid programs. Leave the Streets Behind, service dogs to help these veterans. I had a brother, Patricia, at one big convention, was up begging for a service dog. I saw him a couple of years later. He got a service dog. He was a different guy.
Really?
He was laughing. He was joking. But it was so good to see him come alive like that after seeing him before.
These are veterans that have given us the freedoms that we have today, and we need to take care of them.
And this is what a lot of people forget.
Yeah.
Your rights, freedom of speech, your right to learn, everything. That all came from us standing the line, or our forefathers standing the line,
Len, we really do appreciate when you come in and you talk openly about this, and I hope it resonates with people what today means, what it means throughout the year, and we're happy to give you this time. Coming up after 8:30, we want to talk about what's happening at the Cenotaph today. Now we're talking about because you're involved in the one in Chatham, but there's ceremonies happening all over Chatham-Kent.
Yep.
And they all mean the same, but we're going to talk about this one specifically. For more information on those ceremonies that are happening around the municipality, cknewstoday.ca. Stick around, Len. We'll talk more coming up after 8:30. Len Maynard is in our studio this morning, the president of the Branch 642 Legion, Zone 83 Sergeant at Arms, a 30-year vet, and we appreciate him coming in again this year and sharing his story with us. So, Len, you're going to lead the march today, right?
Yes, that's my other job at the Legion is parade commander.
So this is the ceremony happening today at Cenotaph, downtown Chatham. Now, like we said earlier, there are ceremonies happening all over Chatham-Kent. We're talking specifically about this one because we have Len here in our studio. But if you can find time to get to a ceremony, or at the very least, Len, what would you ask if somebody's at work and they can't get out or they're unable to? What's the very least that you would like to see someone do?
Stop for 2 minutes of silence. That's all any vet would ask you to do.
And you were saying you expect this ceremony to be kind of extra special this year. Can you expand on that?
Yes, we have a rather large parade contingent this year. We have our color party. We have the fire department coming in with their axes. The EMS is actually joining every year. They have a flag bearer that joins our color party. We have the police rifle honor guard, and then we have the couple of members of our pipe band, and then we have the E&K regiment with their pipe band. Then we have our contingent of veterans and legionnaires, and it's grown through the years. We've actually had police and fire. They actually had their own contingent. There's that many of them showing up, which is just great to see. We have 2 cadet corps, and then we have the Kiwanis, the Knights of Columbus, who have always been with us, the Scouts. We had one Mason show up last year, and everyone knew he was there, and everyone was standing there, which is great.
For those that are coming to the Cenotaph in downtown Chatham today, 11 o'clock obviously is when we'll have the moment of silence, but when does the whole ceremony begin?
Well, 10:30 is our form up in front of the branch, those that are marching. Any veteran is welcome. If you're unable, there will be a couple of shelters up by the Cenotaph for the veterans. And when we halt, Tom Mountain, he's my MC, also a vet, will offer them to join in the parade, stand with the fellow vets, and then they'll fall out before we march off.
How long is the ceremony?
Only about 15, 20 minutes. This year, unlike last year where we called off all the names, it got too long. So we have plaques of all the list of all the veteran people that their families went forth. And when Mr. John Worthington, who always comes out every year and sings for us, they will lay the wreaths during his song, and any ones that they don't get done, at the end of the parade, there will be ample time for them to carry on laying the wreaths. One other group I forgot to mention was the Christian school. They do our last post in our rouse, O Canada and God Save the King. Every year, they're just awesome bunch of kids and led by an extraordinary teacher.
And it's hard to put into words if you've never made it out to a ceremony, just the kind of feeling in the air and the emotion from everyone gathered there.
It's like last year I said, it was the largest in 10 years that I've seen home. It was just incredible. It just made your heart pump. It's just nice to see the public come out and want to remember. It just makes a veteran feel appreciated.
Well, we do appreciate, obviously, Len. We appreciate you coming in, but we obviously appreciate your 30 years and all veterans that have stepped up and will be honored today. And we take that moment to remember. We will have a moment here on CKSY at 11 o'clock. So whatever happens, you're busy at work, slips your mind, you hear some silence. That is the time we want you to shut her down for a couple minutes and just remember today. We'll see you at the Cenotaph today, Len. We appreciate you coming in and your 30 years of service. Thanks, Len.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.